Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. Have any of you guys seen any of this canned water that has a 50-year shelf life? Well, there's a brand called Blue Can, and it's canned. One of the places it's canned is right here in Los Angeles where I'm at today. So I called up the owner and I says, can I come visit you? I want to explain to people how you can make water last 50 years in a can versus, you know, how it can't last in a bottle. I already know that the plastic breaks down after a while, so you can't really store water that long in the little thin clear plastic bottles, like 5, 6, 7 years. And if you leave it out in the sun, it'll go bad in just a couple of months. So anyway, we're gonna go check out the factory of Blue Can water. All right guys, so here we are. We're at the Blue Can place. So let's go check it out. I'm walking in right now. So this is the Blue Can, the place that has the Blue Can, 50-year shelf life. You see their literature right there. So I hope they don't mind me videoing inside, but this is their little, oh, hey, how are you doing?
Good.
Okay, so you're Kevin?
Yes.
Okay, Kevin, I'm Ron.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Good.
So, so we're gonna be talking to an audience today, and I'm very curious about this Blue Can and how you make it last for 50 years and taste so good. So will you basically give us a run through and show us the entire process?
Yes.
While I'm up here, what are all these different cans you have up here?
So these are some waters they canned back in the 50s for the nuclear war. It doesn't taste very good. They tried to use salt to preserve it and found out that didn't really work that well.
So these are actual relics from back then?
Yes.
So how many different types of bottles do you make? I see another one here called Blue Wave.
That'll be our consumer line coming out soon.
Oh, so that's something new. But for now, it's all that right there.
Yes.
What did they do anything wrong when they made that can back there, back in 1950? That can right there.
Oh, I think they used the best technology they had at the time, but there's been a lot of advancements in water filtration since then.
Is that a steel can or aluminum can?
Steel.
That's steel. Yeah. So did the steel hold up? Is there anything wrong with the steel, or what does it taste like if we opened that? It would probably taste like
it tastes
metal.
Pretty bad. We did taste it.
Oh, really? So these are all different cans from back in the Cold War era days. How long will water last in a plastic bottle like this right here?
Depends on the environment, but not more than a year.
Really?
Yeah.
So if they're buying that water and they're storing it in their garage or in their bunker, it's not going to be good after a year.
Correct.
And why is that? Why is that?
Because plastic's porous. So if they store it next to gasoline, the gasoline vapors will actually end up in the bottle. The aluminum can is the only one that's hermetically sealed. This is the only container with this. It's all in this seal. It's a double seal, and that's the only one that's hermetically sealed that will give you that long shelf life.
Okay, so what all's done to this can? So let's say you throw it in the freezer. What happens?
Well,
if it gets frozen, if it's in your car and you're up north?
Water does expand,
yeah.
So the container can burst.
It can burst, okay.
Water is the only one that's impervious to heat, so you can leave it in your car in the summer and it won't harm the water.
Okay, so this water is going to be good for your fishing boat, your car. Just leave it in the car,
yes.
Never take it out.
Correct.
And it's going to be good for whenever you need it up to the year 2070 based on this video. Tell the people what a pallet of 2,400 cans of water costs.
That would be about $2,500 plus shipping, and it depends where you are in the country. Shipping can be anywhere from $200 to $400 to ship an entire pallet.
Well, that's not bad, because this thing, what does a pallet weigh?
Over 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not light.
At Blue Can, it's imperative that we test the water throughout the day to achieve our 50-year shelf life. We spent over $100,000 on research and development to come up with the exact formula to give us this shelf life, and we have to test throughout the day consistently to make sure that we're achieving this goal. One of the many tests we do every day is to check the pressurization of the can. This is not only important for the integrity of the can, but it also helps with the stability of our pallets and being able to double stack them in a small footprint storage area.
Wow, look at all this water.
Come down and get rinsed before they go into the machine that fills them and seams them.
Is this water treated somehow?
Yeah. So this is all our treatment back here.
So what does this do exactly?
Well, we have 12 different stages of filtration. It took a lot of time and money working with labs to get the secret recipe just right. You can't just put any water or any filtered water in a can and get a 50-year shelf life. So it took a lot of time and research to get the right filtration to get the 50-year shelf life.
In there.
Every aluminum can has the exact same liner.
So there's a liner in the can that preserves the water for the 50 years?
Well, it doesn't let it touch the aluminum.
Oh, that's the key.
These are the empty cans.
Oh, okay,
That's
these
how
are
they come
empty.
from the manufacturer.
Okay, so that's how they go into that machine in there.
Yes.
And then that puts in the water.
Yes.
Is the liner in the can right now?
Yes.
It is in there. You just can't see it.
Correct.
So the water never touches the aluminum can. That's the key.
Correct.
What is all this equipment you have in here?
It's the 12 different stages of filtration that we use to get the right secret sauce to get our 50-year shelf life. So everything from UV to reverse osmosis.
Well, I mean, what we're specializing here is we specialize in aluminum beverages. We see that plastic is starting to kind of phase out as over time. So what our company specializes in aluminum-based beverages for all kinds of drinks, water, fruit juices, different types of drinks. Plus the recyclability of aluminum gives it kind of an infinite shelf life. Within 90 to 120 days, when you throw an aluminum product away, it's back out as another product. So it doesn't just go waste into the ocean or into the landfills. It keep being reused over and over again. And if you're in a disaster situation and you have aluminum, it's going to be much more valuable than plastic. If the infrastructure goes down, people are going to utilize the metal more than they can use any kind of plastic for anything.
Well, I think a lot of the people buying the water that are watching this video aren't worried about recycling aluminum, because when the SHTF happens, there's not going to be any places to recycle it. All right, guys, so if you want to try out this blue can water, when you call in and order it, just mention Atlas. Just use the code word Atlas and he'll give you a 5% discount off your first pallet of blue can water. And now we're going to have the ultimate test. I'm going to open one up and I'm going to drink it. All right, so can you guys see that? On the bottom of every single can is an expiration date. Now it's 50 years from the day that it's canned. So right now it's it's March 2019. So this is good till the year 2069. So your kids, even if they're 10 years old right now, this water will be good till they're 60 years old. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what it tastes like. So it makes a little hissing noise. Is that because it's not carbonated?
It's nitrogen gas.
It's a nitrogen gas.
Yes.
And what does that nitrogen gas do exactly?
Well, it helps keep the water molecules alive and fresh for decades, and it helps compress the can.
So there really is a process to this. Is there anything similar between this and like canning a can of Coke?
No.
How long is the shelf life on a can of Coke?
Well, Coke's acidic, so the acid in there will start breaking down the liner of the can, where our pure water will not.
You really are the little chemist scientist, aren't you? Okay, here we go. It tastes just like water. There's no can taste. There's no plastic taste. I mean, it just tastes like pure spring water. Well, it tastes just like water, except the difference is the dissolved solids is only 1 part per million versus 50 to 85 out of your tap, or about 18 to 20 out of a thing of bottled water. So anyway, guys, tastes great, it's affordable, and this is how I'm going to be storing my water going forward. Canned water all the way. Give it a thumbs up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that visit to Blue Can Water. That was fun. Just so you know, if you live in the Los Angeles area, they will deliver you a pallet of water for $100 on the back of their truck, like this one shown right here. But a pallet has 100 cases of this right here. 100 cases at 24 cans per case equals 2,400 cans. I can do my math. Guys, go to bluecanwater.com, put in the code word Atlas, they'll give you an additional 5% off. Tell them Ron sent you. But I'll tell you what, you will not see from now on. You're not going to see this here, but you'll see this here in the back of my car. I'm not carrying any more water in plastic containers. It's canned water all the way. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative. I will try to visit more cool places like Blue Can Water in the future. But as always, I love you. I'll see you on the next video.